not sure that it is. I just want this to work this time and not have all the background issues. They was racing a minute ago, so, you know, I'm sure that's something that'll pop up in a minute. It's catching up. I know. I gotta compensate for that. The time, you know. It's not going to stay smooth for long. But, however, I do hope that I fixed the audio issue. Last time had the, the robotic issue going on. And I know a couple people's getting ready to go live. Some's probably already live. I'm not going to be long. I'm just going to throw show some items off that I'd received, and yeah, I tried them. I'll do the complete unboxing here soon, but the ones I'd got from my brother Black Cat, and that's going to be the Profile. Mr. Just Right one, and that's this gorgeous gunmetal blue. So first off, I'm going to do the actual, breakdown videos here soon. I just wanted to try them out, just to see, of course the Rebirth, I do know. I've got the murdered out gunmetal on that. And if you'll notice, this is something new. I actually got it to go. I had to do a little bit of kind of tapping on the threads and stuff. I do feel that it was possibly the threading on. Yeah, I don't know for sure, so I'm not going to say either way. But prior to the other day, I could not get a Rebirth to fit on my Dreamer. I could not, neither one. I tried the same thing with this one, and it just wouldn't work. So I did a little tinkering and got it to work. So I'm kind of happy for that. Let me at least see if chat's working. If you do pop in, say something in chat like hey or whatever, and that lets me know who's in here, because I have a couple things going, and with this satellite connection I really can't do a whole lot, so I don't want to be switching back and forth between those. Yeah, I know, still, had the glasses, of course, safety first, and then I was doing a couple other things, so might as well lose these because there's probably a couple fingerprints already on them. Whoop. Get those off there because I won't be touching any cotton, but I do have, there we are. See, just like that, just, little something, let me know. Hello, good sir. How are you today, Mr. Rhodes? Thanks for popping in. Not sure if you said something about it as well on that the issue with the Dreamer, but I did get it to work. I got that to work out, but now this one still wouldn't thread down all the way. It like a few millimeters, but I did get the first, this one that you'd sent me. I did get it to work after a little bit of tinkering with the threads. I can't say for sure which one was the issue, but but however, did get it to work. I love that setup. That Dreamer with the Rebirth on top plus murdered out. It's sweet. I really do like that setup. And I tried the Profile. It's not bad. I feel that there's some tinkering to be, done with it. It's, not as simple as some people may think. You really got to get that mesh perfect. And in my opinion, you got to get the mesh perfect. Now, something I'll throw out for those of you that may have one or think about getting one, it does produce a lot of vapor. It produces a very, very large, substantial amount, which is really good, and it allows you to get an excellent amount of vapor out of it. But now, however, oh yeah, I'm throwing it on that the poo sauce, or I'm gonna look up how you actually pronounce that. Japanese or Chinese, whatever it is, but I'm pretty sure I'm butchering it. However, but I will go ahead and say this much for it: I have dropped this mod more than I have dropped any other mod that I have combined. The only other one that kind of compares to it in durability is the Innokin, the what's that? Chroma A Platinum Bizardo Dimitri. That's the only other one that's held up to it. This one, I've absolutely the doors popped off. Right now it's in pretty rough shape, but I found one of the magnets, one of the two, two here, two on your doors. But this has become my daily beater, I guess you could say. But now, on the profile, I didn't feel there was, hey Super, how's it going, buddy? Thanks for stopping in. I didn't feel on this that there's much need to go on the high end with it. Definitely not like 80 and 100, but that's just that's me. I've not tried the RTA, but as far as the RDA goes, wow, what's this camera? I swear it shouldn't have an issue, but of course, here we go. Done this the last time, and I'm trying to figure out what the problem is. I see what it is. It's YouTube as usual. It gets kind of squirrely, and I don't know why. I've not stopped streaming. Camera's good. Everything's good. But it just wants to just cut out like that. Camera wants to just cut out. That's very annoying. That's why I really haven't done a lot of live streams lately, because it has been nothing but a problem after problem. And it's on YouTube side, it's on YouTube. If you can still hear me, I'll just keep going and try to figure this part out. But yeah, the flavor, it just depends. I did notice tinkering with it, it goes in and out, but if you cut it down on if you adjust it on the airflow and you cut it down and restrict it, like the top row, shut that down, your flavor picks up. Now wide open, it'll chuck. You one cloud chucking mother chucker, but when it comes to the flavor, that it's lost on the top end. But I think that it's just you got too much air pulling over it, that it's just pulling off the top. So when you reduce this down and you restrict that airflow, that forces it kind of inside into the mesh and into the cotton and stuff, and forces it in and allows it to to come up. But I have noticed that much. Now, is it significant? Can't say that it's really significant, but it is definitely. I did notice that there's a change in that. Absolutely. What have I done? clicking stuff back and forth, and I don't know if I tried to do a transition or something. I don't know why. I don't know. Hopefully this is still working properly. I know, I got stuff crawling all over me. But yeah, basically I just wanted to jump on and talk about those for a minute and see if I can get this to work. Tomorrow I'm going to sit down and I'm going to try to get everything resolution. Okay. Of course, resolution's an issue. I tried to put it on the lowest settings because once the internet drops down to like so much, which is terrible, it's atrocious. I actually took screenshots of it and stuff. At one point last week, I was trying to get my little boy's Xbox going, and it was updating. It went down to like 11 kilobytes a second. Yeah, and this is satellite. I mean, just absolutely absurd. So, have to do a little encoding overload. Consider turning down something. Alright. Well, let's see if I can not mess this up. That would be extremely awesome if I didn't mess it up. Let's see if I can do this. Yep. Okay. Alright. Can't change that. I'd have to shut it down and start right back. That's something I may have to do because it's obviously, if you can still hear me in the chat, if it's good on your end, let me know, because I don't know why it does this, other than, like I said, when it drops down, when the connection drops down that low, it just wants to be absolutely absurd. Got all that, everything's good there. I hope the sound is better though. Still a resolution issue. Cool. Yeah, well, hey, yeah, I mean, some of these people, they fool with a lot of this stuff a heck of a lot more than I have. I mean, they really kind of got it figured out. Oh, okay, 2,500 on that, and let's see if we can't get this fixed. Yeah, okay. I don't know. But there. Oh, come on. That's what it is. There we go. So, this is going to be so, still an echo, okay. I thought I knocked that in the head too. Well, the problem was I didn't look at the other video earlier, and I had all my settings on my other laptop, which is, I don't even know how many years old, 6 or so, and so, what up, Jam? That's what it is. Yeah, I didn't have it set up for it properly, so, oh well. But, yeah, I'll just noob it up for the moment, but, yeah, with the profile, I mean, you know, it is something that it's really, like I said, I think that it's really going to help those people I feel that this is something that can help the converters. I do. I don't understand why you're not a moderator as well. Let me see if I can fix that while you're here, buddy. I thought I got everybody. Oh, that's so easy to do it that way. Cool. Alright, you're good, dude. You're good. Man. Hate to have to go with the yellow glow, but that's what I gotta do. I'll have to kick the phone in a moment. Yeah, the outside, man. Well, that too, and I like to go with natural lighting. I hate to go with the big yellow glow of iridescent lights, but the RTA I haven't tried. I've not tried it yet. But dry hits on this. Dry hits they're brutal. I mean, they are absolutely brutal. So it's definitely something to kind of be weary of, if you will. It definitely is something to be weary of. Just don't let it get down. I have tested the squonking on it a little bit, but not a whole lot. Yeah. I'm going to probably try it on this or the RAM box and go from there to see, what's going to be. I'm trying to see what dog's got. It's sitting there chewing something all to pieces, but oh well. But like I said though, I do feel that it could definitely, it could be something that helps a converter, possibly, but the restricting the airflow on it definitely makes a difference. It did for me, because something I got mixed up right now, which is just like it's peach and something, because I ran out of the cream, 1-on-1 milky undertone. It comes through when I restrict it down the first row, or just like half of the first row. I can start picking that up. The peach is there, but it's not that deep peach like I've built, and in the rebirth I get it the whole time. So yeah, there's definitely that. It's an issue, but I mean, I do feel that this is something that it could be good for someone that's just getting into it and stuff. I think that it's something that definitely could definitely help them out a lot. For the most part, getting everything right. That's it's a little, got to tinker with it a little bit to get that mesh to really go across the whole piece of it, but it'll definitely do what it's intended. It could really get somebody going as far as that goes, and it's not that complicated to do it. So yeah, I think. Anyhow, like I said, on to the this gorge, that right there, that too. I really wanted to see what. Oh, you don't do mesh? Yeah. Well, I mean, it's one of those things. It's just like, it's one of those things that I think it's kind of got that market there somewhere, and if it was a V2 or something come out and it was about that, to where it dialed in that flavor really, really well, yeah. But I think that it might be just a little bit. I feel that the air hose on it, I think they're too high. That's my opinion, nothing else. I feel that they're too high for it to be able to get right there where it needs to be. But then the next thing you run into is that overflow, man. You if you're not careful, you get a lot of the overflow on that profile. But something I've been doing, and if this will work, I'll show you right quick. The way I've been doing it to where I don't, that's it, man. As long as it keeps them off cigs, it don't matter. You know, if it's, and you got to think about it. Someone that's coming off the cigarettes, sup, Voop? If it's someone coming off of the cigarettes, it is definitely going to be helping them, because they can't taste nothing anyways. You know, I mean, you have to really crank it up. I mean, you'd have to crank it up so that they can taste it. But what I've been doing for this to do the to make it work where it don't, you know, you just put juice in liquid, hit it, drop, hit, until you can hear it. You'll be able to hear it change when it's enough. And if it's real dry, well, you need to put more. But I've been doing that, and it seems to really pull it in pretty good. So, and always, you know, in between, just take a little pull off of it, dry pull, because I did notice that as well. If you get this thing hot and you got a lot of juice down there, you set your mouth on fire, just about. But other than that, on certain liquids, it seems to do better. I've tried the, I didn't even put that up either. I tried that Yogi, that lemon granola bar, whatever it is. I tried that on it. It did alright, you know. I mean, there wasn't a whole lot to it. You know, it's flavor of granola or oatmeal, whatever, and graham cracker. Not entirely sure it's their lemon, but there's just, you know, like 4 or 5 things to me, and it's not that layered, but for what it is, they nailed the profile. It's not something that you hear in the masses or whatever, but Yogi is talked of. But yeah, that's just, you know, kind of how I've been doing it, to where, and it'll chuck. But I do feel that this is something that is really going to be good for, like a recommendation for somebody that's just getting into it. All they got to do is overcome getting that mesh just right, you know, just getting that mesh just right where it goes across the whole thing, and 20 watts. When you're just getting to putting in that new mesh, turn it to like 20 watts, no more. Don't leave this thing on 60, 80, 100, and put that mesh in there and try to hit the button. You'll melt it. I mean, you'll melt it. I did off one of them. I melted the ends off of it. It just, that's it. I was just like, yeah. But I was trying to get it right, and I was sitting there tinkering with it, and I did too much wiggling. So once you get that in there, you can lightly just kind of brush it. But something that I'll advise is to set, before you even put it in, leave it laying flat. Take like a O-ring pick or a screwdriver or whatever you got, your ceramic tweezers, leave it flat, set, and just, you know, scrape both sides. Scrape it, flip it over, scrape it some more, and you should be good to go. That way you don't do too much of the adjusting on the device, especially when you're trying to sit there and get it right. Now, in the video, I'm going to do my wicking on the video and stuff, but the actual review, the full review, I really want to spend more time with it, because I haven't used it in every aspect. So that's why I kind of want to I'm going to sit down, separate the videos, do the rebirth, and then do the profile, unbox them completely, everything. But I really want to try the squonking aspect before I sit and give my review on it, my opinion, you know, if you will. But brother, I greatly appreciate you sending me that. It makes it so easy. I didn't use the shoestring I didn't touch it. It's still in here. Shoestring's still in there. Hey, that's the lid. Nothing's in that. But in here, still got the shoestring cotton. I got everything in there. And, you know, everything that came with it. But that one mesh, I want to try. I'm going to try to see if I can't get a piece of that OFRF mesh, the next mesh. I want to put it in. I want to try that. I want to try. And, there's the cotton they send, which, it works. I haven't tried their coil either. I'll do that. Or toss one in it. But with with that right there, with that profile, when it comes to wicking, I pull this out, I cut off whatever strings, anything I have, get down to the full piece, and I use a full piece, thin the end just a tiny bit, thin it in, twist it, roll it, and I put it through. Works perfect for me. That's what's in here right now. That's the first one I tried. I did try this on it, and it didn't do as well, just because it I don't know if I just didn't let it set and get enough wicking on it, enough liquid, but it was really easy. It got that burnt, cotton to it, and every pull after that, I got a taste of it, and it's just like, ooh. So, but the Kendo, it's perfect for it, absolutely. And native wicks will work, but just be careful on the scorching it. That's why 20-25 watts, even on breaking it in for wicking and stuff, it's plenty. I feel that's a plenty. But now, right now it's dialed down a little bit and it's restricted. I mean, the flavor's there. Is it as good as the Rebirth? No, not for me either. I mean, it's not as good on the flavor as the Rebirth is. But like I said, I still feel that this has a huge market for that converting vapor or the first timer. This or the goat. That goat, yeah. I mean, the goat's legit. I mean, it is. It is legit. Pardon me. Getting parched and keep down on that vape tongue. But yeah, I do like it. I do see the implications that it can do. It's pretty good in quite a few things, but is this something that I would go buy another one or so? If it was up to me, I honestly can't say that I would just go and throw it at it. I really can't. But I'm not going to be biased about it or anything, and I'm not going to try to say that's my final thought until I went through every setup, whatever possible, and I'm going to change out the big 810. I think this 810, I think it's got a bit to do with it, reducing anything down. We all know you condense that, get it more condensed, centered, and focused. Yeah, I think that going to a 510 on this would really change that up. So I'm gonna test all of it, just as I do everything. Anything that I put up, do a review on, I test it every way I possibly can. I test with 510s, I test different cottons, I test different coils, I test everything, adjustments on the airflow, whatever. I go everything. I throw everything at it and see what happens. How much does this change it? What happened here? did this increase, did this decrease, and that's just the way I do it, you know, because the way I feel is, you know, I can't give my final opinion on something unless I've done that, tested everything, and that way, if someone looks it up and they find my video and they look at it and they're just like, okay, well, you know, based off of that, I'll go get one. Well, they try it and they do this or that and they still can't get it and it just don't work for them. I don't want them being like, well, you know, I'll have ill, you know, feelings towards you because you said this was a good product. I tried it. I didn't like it. Everybody's not going to like everything. That's why there's so many different things. You know, this right here, absolutely, man. I've been using the crap out of that. The Aquamaster, the Futoon. That thing's ridiculous. I like it better than I do the. Oh shoot. Yeah, no, I just draw the blank. I do like it better than the Bachelor Hicks. Yeah, and you know, it's been something that I really go to a lot. Especially putting it on that Anakin, makes it sleek and stuff, and bubble tank kind of increases capacity. But this combo right here is nice. It is that rebirth. I mean, it's and especially when I changed that out, you know what? That's something I ain't sure of. I don't know if I did that on the first one. That's sad. But I know I did it, but I don't know if I edited it and put it up. That's awful. But yeah, that combo right there. I can't say much for the Recurve RDA because I don't have one. I haven't tried it. But now I do like the modern stuff. But I'll check that and I'll give it my final. There's a couple of things about it that is outstanding. You know, especially having that and big capacity for a bottle. You know. But down that right there, when I changed it down, yeah, this is the Recurve mod. And it's really it's got the heft to it, and it's got that to where it's got that kind of somewhat semi T-mag, the smoke T-mag pistol grip type, but it's good, heavy mod. But I do have a qualm about the you know, the batteries and stuff. It's kind of rough on. It's kind of rough on the wraps, you know. But yeah, that's coming soon, because I honestly, I just don't remember if I've put it up or not. I don't know. However, I changed out on this one, and I put a 510 in it, and it was Flavor Town, absolutely. Flavor Town, it was, and I mean it's already, you know, out the gate. Depending on your setup, I've noticed that on the rebirths, your coil alignment is crucial. Coil alignment is crucial. Let's see. I think I got one handy. I'm going to rewrap it, but. That's what I'll show you right quick what I'm talking about. But yeah, that's going to come. That's going to come with the review, which hopefully I can get that here real quick. But got my 30Ts, and yep, that's it. Number 5, 30T. That is, you know, that's from this right here. It's from that. So. It's one little thing, you know, little heads up on it. So that one's got to be rewrapped and put it back in the case. And I had a wooden, I don't remember, it was almost like a popsicle stick, and I filed down the ends and stuff and made it to where it's just a little sliver, and I would push up, depress the top button, and then I would slide the bottom all the way in, and I would do that. But you can try to do it like that sometimes, kind of slide it in and get just a slight angle on it, so you can get that bottom in first, and then put your top in. But it does. It's kind of rough on them wraps, but I mean, they're the skins, the re-wraps they're cheap, so it ain't that big of an issue. But it is an issue that I do have with that. Other than that, some of them may have known, someone not. Well, this is the semi-mech 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you are. That's what I do like about it. Shut down. No issues about hitting the button, putting it in your pocket. I've done it a lot of times. I can honestly say that I put this in my pocket. I've never had it turn back on, but I tell you right now, these are freaking terrible for that. They are notorious for daggone just quick little turn on in a pocket. Absolutely. I had an issue with that. It's just 1, 2, 3, and it's off, which is really good, and especially for someone that's new on this the Chroma A whatever. But I've had it turn on and go off in my pocket for a few seconds until I was able to get it out and take care of it. But I've never had this one. I've never had an issue with the recurve mod where it's semi-mech like that. So that's going to be in there as well on that. I'll probably do them separate, more than likely. I think I already did the review on it and stuff where it was together, but I don't know. I may just separate them completely because they don't come that way, and that's the way I got it, and that's the way I'm going to display it and do everything. But I will definitely give the props to Mike Vapes on that, the setup like that, the rebirth, recurve. It works, and it works really, really good. I mean, it just squonk, you're good on that. Give it a little fire, pull that into it. And it works. I mean, it really, really works. Really nice setup. So, but yeah, I've got a couple of things that I'm kind of looking at. I know you hear that. That's one of them freak. I always call them like a goonie bird or something, but they're I don't know their real name, but they got a white belly or whatever and brown wings. They always run around. They're real fast. Look like a little mini roadrunner or something. They always run around and they sound kind of like that. So, yeah. I don't know. Whatever I'm doing must be attracting it, I guess. But anyhow. But other than that, everybody out there been doing all right. Been doing good. I know it's been a minute since I've got to actually get on and do anything. I will be taking the What's the Deal segment. I'll be taking that full bore, here hopefully in the next day or so. Just a lot of stuff going on. Plus I'm out in I'm out trying to get some stands and mixing holders and my 2 other items done, and that's the reason I'm doing that is just so that I don't have to go through Google or YouTube, Patreon, or anybody. I got PayPal Me set up. It's on the Instagram page, and that's the reason I'm doing it. That way I kind of that way I don't know, just to me it's something, my way of kind of giving back to the subscribers and stuff, and if also, to get money for the channel so I can get a better this and that and really get it to where it's definitely needs to be. And the mixing's coming. Yeah, I got to get that took care of and straightened out, and restock a few flavors before I can really do it. broke a post on 26. Ouch. So it was like the top button on it. Okay, the 26650s. I don't have a 26650. The only one that when I first got into it, I was after a it was a stacked 26650 mech ohm mega, like the little orange one I got in there. I was after one of those because those was just, I really liked it. I really liked it. But at the time I wasn't comfortable enough with saying, yeah, I want a mech and going that route. Plenty of battery safety knowledge prior to even getting into to vaping, and I was cautious and leery about it because I didn't know enough. I didn't feel that I knew enough about it and to be as safe as I could. And I didn't want to be a news story. Nope, didn't want to wind up being a news story for sure. But other than that, I hope everybody's well. Hope everything's been going good for everybody. But yeah, that's just kind of been putting some major time into the stands and everything on that end. Sports, trying to get the kids going to camp, basketball camp and dance camp, and help them coach games. And it's been raining for almost a week straight, so I think the only other time I jumped on was about a week ago or better. And yeah, it's done nothing but rain. I mean, it's just rain. And I think it's going to do it again here in the next day or two, but I much prefer to come out and I get the chance in broad daylight to come and to do something outside. Just, I really think it lets the light, it lets it hit devices and stuff just right, and it's kind of hard to compare, I feel, as far as that. Plus, I ain't got all this money to go buy all this expensive lighting stuff, all this nice fancy equipment, I did that. I kicked it. I did that. But I don't have money. But that's why I'm kind of doing the stands and stuff like that, so that, someone wants to do that, they want to go buy some stuff, mixing stand or holder or something. If they want to do that, go do that. James Rivera's order is out. No, in the morning. It goes out in the morning. I was hoping to have it out today, but I didn't make it in time, and it will get there, James. It'll get there. Should be there before Friday. Yeah. And hopefully everything was good on yours, Rhodes. It was just a big mix-up at the post office. It was that was interesting. That it was. But it had been a while since I mailed anything, so some of it just, I don't know. But yeah, that was supposed to went out Monday and didn't go till Wednesday. Just so happened I went to check on it and stuff and tried to get the tracking numbers. So yeah. But now, like I said, it's got its place and stuff. But would I get this or the goat? I would probably just for the sake of everything and what I foresee coming in the future for the goat, I'd probably go get another goat. If I was a consumer, somebody out here wanting to, get into it, I would probably go. I would get a goat. Yeah, I would get a goat. Greatest of all times, homeboy, Grim Green. Yeah, I would do that because it's super simple and it works. And just cracking it down, like I said, just a little bit on that airflow. Yeah, definitely. It's definitely good. and it's so easy to wick. I mean, you can wick it in like 2 minutes probably, and that's not really doing anything to it. But it is right now. It's the goat's got that straight round wire, but that one cap. I wished I had the money at the time to buy one of those. I do. I wished I had the money to buy one and try it out. I'm sure that was a pretty good little improvement for it. Yeah. But I haven't. So at some point, hopefully I'll get some of this stuff sold and going, and be able to go and purchase stuff. You know, it just sucks with all the legal stuff and legalities and everything all wrapped up. Got things wrapped up the way they do. But I do look forward to the day when all that gets settled. Hopefully by then things will be lined out, and your boy right here will have a shop to where I can go and really be able to be beneficial to the community, be able to give back to the community, and get a shop set up, and definitely start pulling more people over. I think it's just it's one of those things. It's the times have changed, and it's becoming more socially accepted to vape, and cigarettes and the tobacco and stuff are they're going away. Oh yeah, they're gone. I think it's more of a social acceptance and a social norm for vaping, opposed to the traditional tobacco use. I really do. And you got a lot of factors in that. I mean, some people they think about stuff, some people don't. So yeah, I know it'll catch up in a second. Between the connection and then this thing wanting to be like, it's not the greatest camera, but it works. It works for the time being. I mean, I can't complain about it a whole lot, but I am going to try my best to get that video capture card, game capture card, whatever it is, to where I can run it through the Fujifilm, the Fimepix, the HD camera, the one that I've done the reviews on and stuff, the product reviews, and yeah, absolutely, because I've actually got some other stuff that I need to get done with that as well. But other than that, I have to get these 2 items right here completely well. This one, I mean, the Rebirth, now that I've got it on the Dreamer and I got this to thread on. But if you did, drop something in the comments. Let me know in the comment if anybody else had an issue with that. I really like to know if anybody else had an issue with their Rebirth and Dreamer, an issue like with threading and stuff. I'd like to know if somebody else had an issue like me, because like I said, I was really intrigued to see if it was the one, or if it was just like that. Maybe there was just that little bit of cutting on the thread that they did, and it's on all of the Rebirths, or was it something that maybe was on the Dreamer thread? Either way, I mean, I'm not really complaining about it. I didn't want to sit there and crank it down and then screw up the threads on either one. I didn't want to sit there and mess up my threads on the Rebirth, nor did I absolutely not want to mess up my threads on my Dreamer and then trying to retap that or whatever. Yeah, right. Because I've yet to find one. I've yet to find the actual tap that they cut the threads with, which I know they use a die to cut it, but a tap to fit the 510s to fix that issue. But I did a lot of cleaning on both of them, and I took what did I use? It was a very, very small file, but it was like a diamond encrusted file or something like that. It was something, but I did get it to work. It was a little snug at going on, but I got it to work, and I'm very pleased with the setup because the dreamer just hits like a truck. I mean, it does, and I'm really looking forward to maybe getting the stack for it. But it was the threading. I feel that little bitty lip on the Rebirth, and it just, both of them was the same way. So I can't say 100% either way. So that's why, if someone else has that issue or had that issue or something like that with the Dreamer and their Rebirth RDA, let me know. Put it in the comments after the show, after the stream's done and stuff. Put it down there and let me know. So I definitely, I'm very curious about that, and I ain't trying to, point fingers or say anything to anybody, like, oh, this was, crappy threading, or this was whatever. It's just that I kind of like to know, for my curiosity, if anyone else had that issue, and that's about it. So either way, the final phase, which, like I said, I want to get the next mesh, the OFRF next mesh, do that. Try the squonking again on both boxes, on the recurve mod and the RAM box, and see the difference on that. Which, of course, you got your 18650, and then you got that 21700. That's going to be a difference on how that hits, but it will be tested thoroughly, just as everything is, before I come and do my actual review and give my honest, full last opinion, last thought, whatever. So that's what I think I will get done as soon as I can. Matter of fact, I may just go in and do that in a minute. Go ahead and switch out and throw that on there, or the RAM box, and just go from there. Just give it a whirl and go from there, and see if it does okay, because I have not fully checked the swamp capabilities, and I've heard a few people say that it does good. And then I've heard some people say that it's kind of, one of those issues that it wasn't able to. I guess it wasn't getting enough of the liquid up into the wick. So, but I will give that a good thorough going over, and I'm going to drop the 510 510 in there. That drip tip, going to pop that out, and I may put one of mine that I made the other day in there. Yep, those will be coming up soon. So if I got time to do that here tonight, I'm going to go finish those up and get them out. And those should probably be revealed. I may put a picture or so up of the new stand, addy holders that I'm making, and the other item. And I'm going to probably, for too long, after I fiddle with this bit, I'll do the resin ones like these. I'm going to probably get there. Just not there yet. But now, I tell you what, I do like the Rebirth drip tips. They are gorgeous. I mean, they really are. This light, like I said, just don't do it no justice. That's why I try to do everything in the sunlight. So it's okay, but they are, and it's really nice, really nice. I give Mike Bates props to that, absolutely, because all I've got, thus far is got chicky stuff when you're outside in the summer, especially when the lights are on and all that. Bugs. Got bugs. Insects always love to get in there. So, for that, it'll take a little bit more testing. That'll get done. Those get up. That'll get done. I ain't gonna say when, but it'll get done, and it'll get put up, and it'll be a good, honest, like everything else, good, honest review. It's my opinion. That's all I can give. I can give my thoughts, my opinions, and my suggestions for stuff, and that's it. It's on the consumer to decide whether, I want to go that route or no, I don't. So, yeah, I'll have something else to eat. It was a while ago since I did, so I'll get there and get that done, took care of, and get back in the, go back to my shed or my building, whatever, and back to the lab, back at it, to the dungeon, work on some stuff. So that is pretty much all I was wanting to discuss. Wanted to chit chat a little bit and get those out and show them off. Even though I didn't have adequate light to do it at the time, I at least got to show them. And they both look good, and they both have their, that recurve has got that. You got to get them coils just right. Placement is a big deal, I feel, on that. And thus far on this, it's pretty good, and I do feel that it does have its place, especially among certain people. And that's just thus far. That's my opinion. That's what I've got on the full review and stuff's coming, but I will try it, just as I said, like everything else, fully. I'll try everything that I can, and hopefully maybe I can figure this out and tinker with it, and I'll use Subaru, Rhodes, Jam, let's see, did you say you had one? I don't know, but either way, I'll see what I can do to kind of get that dialed in real good, and if it's not a whole heck of a lot of tinkering, and if I don't have to manipulate it in any form, factor, or fashion, I try to go that route, try to do everything else I can before I have to go into manipulating the device the way it comes from the factory. So, but I will do that. I'll do that. Get it going, and so that I do not get a dry hit on this, I'm going to do my little thing, set, 60 mil the peach creamy delight, peach milky delight, something like that, ELR, I think I put it up the other day. I'm going to do my little, and it does, to me, that makes it wick a lot better than just laying it on there and then it running out the side on you, because that's happened. It has a couple times, but I just kind of bled my juice in there, just piled it on. It's just like, it's good, but you can hear it. It makes the sounds different. If you got way too much, it'll gurgle, and I don't recommend sitting there pulling off of it. Do a little couple short ones and go from there. I did get a touch of juice, but hey, that's okay. Liquid. Yeah. So, with that, I got it ready. I'm ready. And I've been rocking at about 60 so watts. It's alright, you can't go lower. So, I'll throw that in there too. I'll throw all my trials and testing in there, and that should be up soon, but the rebirth will be up before anything, more than likely, and I will go ahead and give my props on the rebirth mod, and pros and cons with everything. There ain't nothing out there that's perfect. There's some that's pretty darn close to it though, but I definitely think this is something that just, it's gotta get dialed in, just like anything. Gotta find it. And hey, that's what I'm not paid for. Is to find it out and relay that to everyone else. But hopefully I can get that, and it'll be just a simple fix, and that way you all can enjoy yours as well. But Josh Rhodes, Josh Rath Miller, Subaru Nerds, taking a vote. Anybody else that jumped in here, I greatly appreciate it. I truly do. I thank each and every one of you. Oh, yeah, as soon as I can figure out how to do the, whatever it is, I don't want to say the away, waffling, something. There's whatever it is, I can figure out how to do it so I don't get in trouble. We hit the 100 subscribers, and so somebody's receiving some products. There's going to be a couple of people that are going to get some of my items that I made that have not hit. I'm not even put up for sale yet, and they're going to be the recipients of a few items, along with some of this that was so generously gave to me, one of my subscribers, that I don't want to go on about it anymore, so that there's no flooding of people just like, hey man, can I get this, can I get that, hashtag team free stuff. But give back. It's all about giving back. At least, for me anyways. Give back and help. Do what I can. So, I thank each and every one of my subscribers, and it's going to get figured out soon. So stay tuned for the What's the Deal? That's just going to be a little segment, and it's just going to be what I find. I'm going to throw it up there for you, and you can, pick through it. If there's something you see that just like, hey, that's a great deal, I want to get on that, go for it. It's another way for me to just kind of get back to the community as well. And we have a new one today. Oh, well, hello, Samantha Morgan. We have a new one joining us. I do not know if I don't think you're one of my subscribers, but I do appreciate you, jumping in, stopping in. And if you want, go back and catch the replay. A little lengthy, and I do ramble about a couple of things, but however, I think that you'll find a good bit of information, especially if you are someone that has the Profile RDA, or new to vaping, or if you're someone that has Recurve Mod Rebirth RDA, or a Dreamer Rebirth, or the little Anakin and the Aquamaster Futun. So that is all I got for right now, and I will definitely be back hopefully tomorrow with the actual segment once I get all the OBS figured out to everything I had set up. I'm not going to go as extravagant with it. I just, I'm not going to go all out. I do feel that I want to put what I can into my videos and stuff, just because I can do it. It may take a while and stuff, but I think I might be focusing too much on trying to make it really, catchy and stuff at first and everything. Just simplify it and let it go with that. As I grow and the channel gets bigger and stuff, then I can start focusing more onto that. But with that being said, those of you that are my subscribers and you have been with me from the start, I truly do appreciate it, and I greatly thank each and every one of you. And you know what time it is. It's that time. We've reached it in this stream. So, everyone have a great week. Hopefully I'll talk to you tomorrow, and let's have us a toot and a scoop. I thank you much. Till then, vape on, folks.